Good evening. This is Dr. Sharda Chakraborty. Let me introduce about the International Internship University. International Internship University, IIU, is a leading virtual education system and global brand confederation, which is the most valuable and trusted worldwide and well-reputed in delivering innovative programs. Globally, it is trusted name for quality training programs and is committed to providing better and virtual education to all the young learners of the globe. In a short span of time, IIU has spread its wing in 195 countries and 6 continents under the strong leadership of its visionary founder, Mr. Piyush Pandit sir. A committed and inspiring social activist, a passionate educationist from the last 2 decades, providing education to students from various social and cultural backgrounds. Today, my topic is to spot the leaders in your classroom with the handwriting. So let's explore our topic and go into a little deep. I hope the screen is visible to all of you. So let me introduce myself. This is Dr. Sharda Chakraborty, a career counselor, educationist, a color analyst, and a PhD biology. And I have also authored a book on career counseling. So let's start. How are you going to spot a leader in your classroom? We all are educators, and we must have the skill to know about our students with the help of the handwriting. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Yes, if we can help our students to understand the leadership in themselves or the leadership quality in them, I will be discussing about all these things in the coming slides. As you think, so shall you write. Do you know your writing is actually controlled by your subconscious mind? Yes, your subconscious mind gives you the message to write, and your muscles and your bones in the hand, in your arms, makes you write with the help of a pencil or a pen. So why not write? Handwriting is neither bad or nor good. We have always heard this when we were in the school and in our forming years. Dear, your writing is not good. Your handwriting is not good. Please make it good. Make it good. Improve, improve, and improve. But do you know, it's a myth. Handwriting is neither bad nor good. Instead, it is either readable, legible, or illegible. Illegible or legible means, see, in first, when we start our writing with the students, you can see the way the child, a person is writing. So we can't read actually what is written. So we say, when we can't read it, we say it's not good or it's eligible. But when we can read it, the writing becomes good according to many. But for a graphotherapist and a graphologist like me, the writing is neither good nor bad. It's either legible or illegible. So what is handwriting analysis? What is graphology? So it's a scientific approach where one can read a person like a book. Yes, with the help of handwriting, we can understand what the child is thinking at present. It's just like an X-ray of your mind with the help of the brain prints means the way you write. So it's handwriting analysis is the analysis of the formation of letters, words, spacing between two words or two lines. So it actually reveals so much of information about the hidden personality of the writer. What you write is actually reflected by your conscious mind, but the way you write, I repeat, the way you write reflects your subconscious mind. Yes, that's what I said. The way you write, you're writing letter T. For example, letter T, T for tiger. For you, it's letter T you're writing. But the way you're writing T, the way you're starting it, going up, coming down, ending it, and putting a bar, that is reflected by your subconscious mind. If you will be surprised that in the world, if you see simple letter A is written in different styles by the people. So everyone is writing A, but the way you write A is actually reflected by your subconscious mind. Your handwriting is just like your fingerprints. No two people in the world can have the same fingerprint, not even the identical twins. And similarly, no two people in the world can have the same handwriting. The strokes are different. There are only 26 alphabets, but the way you write them is totally different. You will be surprised that letter T actually tells about you in 30 different ways. Yes, we can understand by letter T 30 traits in a human. Isn't it so interesting? And your signatures is just like your personal logo. It tells about what you want to project, means what you want to tell people about your public image. It projects your public image. So isn't it so fascinating? Like with the handwriting, we can know so many things, and why not utilizing this handwriting in our classroom? Actually, many people, the researchers, they say, the graphologists, they say handwriting as brain writing. Why? Because when we are writing, it is actually a neuro brain. Physiological means the hand and its muscle movement. The brain sends a command to the motor neurons to move the muscles of our hands and thereby start writing. And what we are writing, I just told you, hand has about 27 bones, which are controlled by 40 muscles. So these 40 muscles are controlled by our brain. Isn't it so interesting? So research studies have proven that handwriting of a person remains the same, whether he writes or she writes with his left hand or right hand, or is ambidextrous, means writing with both hands. One of my teacher used to write with two hands simultaneously and with the same handwriting. People who have their amputations, or they learn to, when they start learning writing, because maybe due to an accident or something like that. So if they start writing with their left hand or their right hand, the strokes will be similar, because just now I told you the strokes are actually controlled by our brain. So that's the reason we call handwriting as the brain writing. There are many disclaimers to this, like our handwriting is a reflection of our personality at the moment. We cannot predict about the future. We cannot say like you are going to be like this. You must have seen your writing. It has changed from your school days to your college. Maybe in recent years, if you see your writing has changed. So don't expect that the graphologist will be telling about your future or something like that with the help of handwriting analysis. Yes, in some cases, we can tell about a disease. Yes, we can tell about a disease which may be seen in that person. For example, if we analyze the handwriting of the President Ronald Reagan before his disease, Alzheimer, and after, the writing has changed because the hand, starts shaking when you're signing, when you're writing. So it's a forecast that some problem is there. And if the writing becomes slow, the way you're writing, and if it slows down, then of course there is a problem. A problem can occur in the future. You can know the present state of your mind with the handwriting analysis, and you can make it better with practice and hard work in the proper direction. I'll be telling about this. Any traits that does not indicate anything white or black, good or bad in your personality. No, everyone is unique, and their personality is made up of a combination of multiple traits. So it's not bad, it's not good. So never think that your personality is black or white. No, please don't do it. Don't take it like this. Yes, we can improve it if we think something really disturbing, or we want some qualities in our students or in myself or in ourselves. We can do it. We can give a reverse command. The brain was giving us, the subconscious mind was giving the command. Now, deliberately, we can do it. That I will tell you in the graphotherapy part. And the most important thing to remember, person's personality changes over the time, over the period. You must have seen how much we have changed. Did I ever thought that a shy person, an introvert person, a person who always was scared of public speaking can come on the stage and can speak? I never thought it. But since last 1.5 years, I'm continuously talking. So I have changed my personality. I have changed my handwriting also. If you say something negative in someone's personality, that doesn't mean that's permanent. It may be for the time being, and it may change in the future. I told you we cannot predict future, but yes, we can change our handwriting. We can do it that. So now today's topic: what are the top qualities of leaders? Which are the qualities seen in the leaders, and how we can relate? The first one, consistency. All the leaders, they are consistent. So how will we know that a child has this quality? If you see the first handwriting, you can see the letter T. It's so different in each cases. See in NOT, not, you can see one type of T. Here, when you go to monitor, it is another type of T. If you see that in that, there are 2 different types of T, and similarly, there are so many different types. You will not understand. If you can see the strokes, means the strokes, what I'm meaning, the crossbar, the crossbar. If you can see, it's in so different side. Somewhere it is in left, somewhere it is in right, somewhere the ending stroke, the beginning stroke is below the line. See, you can see so many different T's. So this is, and when you see letter A, somewhere the letter A is here. You can see this last R, crazy R, you can see there is a small loop formation inside the A. So this is inconsistent letter formation. One letter T or letter A, it is written in so many different style or different strokes. So this is inconsistent. Here you can see the consistent, more or less you can see the T, they are properly written. You can see A, more or less you can see they are correctly written. So this is consistency. So if a child is writing like this, so we can help the child and can tell, my dear, if you you just see that if you can write the letters consistently, practice them, letter T for a few days, about a week, and then move on to the next letter. And in this way, we can help a child. But this is the way to understand the first leadership quality, that is the consistency. Now, when we go into the inconsistent zones in writing, you can see the inconsistent. What is the zone? First, I must tell you what is zone. The zone is actually, if you remember, we always had that four rule letter, copy in English. So in that four rule copy, we used to write about like the letters in English. This is the way we practice letter A in, this is the way we did it in junior classes. So there are some letters like A, C, E, U, which are written in the middle line. But there are letters which are written in the upper zone like T, D, you can see here. But you can see in case of Turkey, more or less they are in one zone. For example, T is written so small like the middle zone letter, like U, R, those are the middle zone letters. So what we can do in this particular this thing, we can find in so many letters. You can see words like best, attitude, you, attitude here. So in this way, we can understand with the small these things, the letter has inconsistent zones. The letter has inconsistent zones. Now you can see in the next writing with the consistent zones, you can see the letter T is going up, K is going up. Okay, attitude may you can see the upper zone letters are going up. So in this way, we can understand that this is the consistent zones in writing. So these are the defined, means your writing should be well defined. Means the upper zone letters like D, T, L, they should go up. Letters like Y, Z, G, they should go down. So here you can see it is it is consistent zone writing. Now, when we see this letter O, so you can see if a child has next qualities, honesty and integrity. Yes, a leader should have this particular quality. He should be honesty and integrity. So if the letter O, yes, if it has the loop like this, or two loops like this, or like this is not the correct one. Okay, so when I found it in like in writing, I was so very surprised. The correct way to write O is this way. You can see this letter O in cool, simple, clear O. So this particular quality is the quality of the leaders and the people who are honest, which where their value is integrity. This letter, high self-esteem, yes. The leaders should have very high self-esteem. They should not be, never disbelieve themselves. They never disbelieve. They always know that they believe themselves and they know they are worth. So these people, the leaders, they have high self-esteem. So when your letter T has this crossbar hanging up, flying in the air, This is not the correct way. If your letter T has this crossbar on almost top, this is the sign of high self-esteem. Then where you can see it's above 2/3, it shows that this person has practical goals. Very good. A person should have practical goals. Non-practical goals are not welcome. So these people, they know that their goals are practical, the correct way. And the last one, which is, below, you can see very near to the baseline, very near to the baseline. These people, they have very low self-esteem. They always doubt themselves before doing anything. So if you see that this number 2 and number 3, they have the students they have in their writing, or the people they have in their writing, that means they have high self-esteem, a good quality, one of the good quality of the leaders. Then organization skill. Yes, if the person, the leader, does not have this organization skill, is not able to plan or execute anything, then how he's going to lead people? So this is letter F. You can see this upper zone should have a loop, and the lower zone also should have a loop. This particular letter F suggests that this person is a good planner and a good executor. Means he has the good organization, excellent organization skills. He can become this type of people are good leaders. So this is the quality which you can look in your students. Like, for example, you want somebody to organize something, you want to find a leader, team leader of your project group. So in this way, you can find it out. Maybe that person may not be so very extrovert, but you can see with this that this person will have a good organization skills. Yes. Now, imaginative, creativity. This is one of the look after quality, because a leader should be very, very creative. New ideas should come from him. So now you can see so many different types of why here. So many types of this simple loop, simple downwards is a loner. Then this one, a very small loop, where not loop, a small line is again a loner, no drive, no motivation. This one, just like Y, just like Q, when it's going up, it's aggressive. The one with, bigger one, this one, he's very physically frustrated, means not some physical problems, health problems are going on. And you can see this means this one with a very a loop only at the bottom. These people have very few friends. This one again, which is like a Q, but it is going little much higher and going like the Q. These are antisocial doesn't mean that they are criminals. Means they do not trust people. They don't trust people. So they don't get mixed up with the other people. So they are these kind of people. The one here you can see, these are socially selective, where they are very selective in their friends. This one, the middle one is the correct, the best why. This one, these are the people who have very good imagination, very good creativity. So you should look for this type of why, which is balanced. You can see it is balanced. The loop is nice, the loop is going up. So this one is the healthy loop. And these people, they are imaginative, they are creative. And these are very, very tired people with long loop. So how much we can know about with the help of writing? So you can see how you can understand the confidence in the leaders. Say simple signatures. You can see this O is such a big O. W. If you're when you're signing, when your signatures, the first letter of your name and the first letter of your surname, if they are written in prominently, you can see so big. So it also proves the confidence and the leadership also. Now, a leaders should have the expression of thoughts. They should be able to express either by writing or by their speech. So whenever you find this loop, 8-like loop, you can see this 8 you can see this in F. You can also find this loop in letter S. Some people, they write letter S. So if there is a 8, here you can see like good. You can see G. So here there is a loop. In Rafi, F, you can see a loop like 8. So in this way, if you find this 8 in letter G, letter F, then these people, you can also easily find them in the signatures or in the writing, wherever you find. So it means these are very good speaker, they are good writers, they can express their thoughts very nicely, very smoothly they can express. Now, when I talk about, so these are all the good, all the traits of a leaders. Now, I was telling you that I will tell you about the graphotherapy. I told you about the graphology. It's just an analysis of the handwriting where we can understand like about the subconscious mind, how it is giving you message, and the strokes, simple strokes can tell so many things about the person, whether whether the person is a leader or has the integrity as one of its important values, and so many things. Now, what is graphotherapy? Graphotherapy is actually making conscious changes in your handwriting, which will result in positive subconscious changes and change in your personality. Means now this you are doing deliberately, consciously. If you think that your letter T is not good, if your this crossbar is at the bottom, near the bottom, or if it is on the left side, your crossbar, or whether it is in the right side, so make it positively, you must change it to a letter T with the crossbar, which should be balanced on both the sides. For example, if you're writing a stem, the stem is 2 centimeters, your crossbar either should be 2 centimeter balanced on both the sides, 1 centimeter here, 1 centimeter here, or it can be 4 centimeter, 2 centimeter this side and 2 centimeter this side. Means it should be balanced. So now what you are doing, you are making a conscious change in your letters, which will give a positive change in your subconscious mind and which will reflect in your personality. Yes, in this way, graphotherapy. And one beautiful thing about graphotherapy, it has no side effects. It has no side effects. So when you are seeing someone has writing, you are seeing there are some shaky, you can understand the linings are little curvy. It was not normal, it was not before, but it is now changing. So you can give them some graphotherapy to make their writing practice. There are many graphotherapy books, workbooks where they keep on practicing. So graphotherapy is the reversal of the normal process, normal writing process. Here, what is happening? Your hands, they are sending message to your brain. And the root of various ills such as laziness, lack of determinations, absence of concentration, frustration, anger, shyness, depression, low self-esteem, and inability to get over the past incidents and failures which are there and means present in your subconscious mind. They are rooted. So now we do it reverse, and continuously when we keep on making those type of strokes, Simmons, what happens? We see a positive change in our students or in anyone's life whom we are given graphotherapy. So how does graphotherapy works? I told you what happens. The person is given repetitive certain writing patterns, certain writing strokes, letter formation, even the direction of handwriting. The direction of handwriting also tells a lot about a person. So we can do it consciously. And the pen is actually, you're writing with the pen, but the messages are originated by your brain. So now you're doing reverse. Your brain, your hand are giving message to the brain. And in this way, the message is slowly, you keep writing way you're consciously writing. And in this way, you get rid of all the problems in just writing in a particular way for a few months. So one has to be very systematic, and there should be there are person who actually monitor, and they are called the graphotherapists. They keep on telling the way you write the letters, the time, they all keep there is a proper record. So sometimes the people they ask some questions like, how does graphotherapy improve any academic performance of children? Yes, we can identify a child's thinking pattern, the memory retention capacity, concentration, and in their handwriting, there are few letters which actually reflect this, and we can help the child. And I have personally done it with my students. I have changed their few letters in their writing, and they are now, they have given me the testimonials. Ma'am, our retention capacity has increased. Our power of concentration has increased. Why is graphotherapy effective with children? Actually, here the children, they are in the formative stage, and in the stage when we tell them about the good desirable traits which they should have in their handwriting, and they can start it from the beginning, and they can avoid this undesirable traits in them. Can change in handwriting effect of personality or habits? The process designed to reprogram the personality. Graphotherapy is the process where we are reprogramming the personality in the positive way. When you repeat, simple, I can just give you one example. See, for example, letter T. When you're writing letter T, the bar, for example, the crossbar, if you're putting at the bottom, near the bottom, and if you're putting it little high on the top of the stem. So, you're writing, you were like writing, your fingers were like this. Now your fingers are going up. Only this much change. So this is the change, small change. So in this, the small change actually is affecting our brain. And in this way, with the help of daily exercising, we can reprogram our subconscious mind. Yes, as you know, there are many methods like manifestations and all, where you keep on keep on repeating the affirmation. Here, you are doing it with the help of your hands. And we know during this corona period, how much the children, they have become restless. The reason, they stopped writing. They stopped writing. And see yourself, see us. I'm a teacher, I write so much. But there are many people who are just using computer. They have stopped writing. And that's the reason the hand and the brain coordination is lacking. And so many problems are appearing. So how reliable is graphotherapy? Anek, one more question. Do you know graphotherapists all over the world have supported by the doctors, teachers, and psychologists for the success rate in children. And with the help of these, it has been seen that many problems in the children, they have become so very positive. How reliable is graphotherapy? It's very reliable. The success rates has shown, lot of research has been done, and it has shown that there are many remedial exercises, and graphotherapy is another method to help children with other emotional problems. Like if they have emotional problems, it can also be solved. Can anyone do this, can give you graphotherapy exercises? No, because if like you are giving, not analyzing everything, their slants, the size of their writing, the pressure of their writing, and their different strokes of the letter, and you are just giving them a layman, if it's he or she is giving. So what will happen? For example, I am correcting the self-esteem of a criminal. So what will happen? He will become a better criminal. So that will backfire. A wrong exercise can make one depressed or even suicidal. So one should be very careful what exercises to take up. And it can be done only with the help of a certified graphologist and a graphotherapist. Otherwise, it can backfire. So graphotherapy, when applied, will result in improving concentration, memory power, personality, courage, self-esteem, integrity, your goals. And in this way, you can become a better and a positive person. So this was my presentation. And before this, I just want to tell that if any person is having some, because it's very easy for anyone to go to the medicine shops and go and take medicines. But I just want to tell you that with the help of graphotherapy, we can help in many getting rid of many problems. Like for example, just now I told you about the concentration. Simple, with the help of a simple letter, simple change in one letter, a person can have a good concentration power. So graphotherapy, I just want to, because this is a very good thing, and every educators should know what is graphotherapy. It is not that it is so very difficult. Our mission is actually what I have in mind, that if a person has a healthy mind can never have a diseased body. Do you know, people, they have stopped writing, especially our children in these 2 years of Corona, they stopped writing. And when they came to school, we found that the children were very restless. They were not listening. They were more addicted to the social media. They actually stopped studying. So with the help of graphotherapy, we can bring a positive change to our personality and behavior. And it can also turn our weakness to our strengths, and to improve our health. We can improve our health by empowering our minds, because whatever is there, it is actually in our brain. Our brain is actually is actually directing everything. So what are the benefits? It improves, I told you, it improves self-esteem, our personality, behavior of the individual. Whether you believe or not, I have done miraculous, magical changes in my students. For example, let me tell you about the incident which occurred I think on Monday. Today is Wednesday. So there was a student who was disturbing, he's in class 7, and he was disturbing the seniors who went to his class for their prefect's duty. And this child was so very restless. He was beating others in front of the senior prefects. The prefects, they told me, they complained me, ki ma'am, see, this boy is not listening to us and is misbehaving in the class. What I did, as the first action, I have to inform my seniors. So I took him to my vice principal's office, and vice principal ma'am told me, I am fed up of this child. Because this child is doing repeatedly, he's doing all mischiefs, all type of indisciplined activities in the class. So she told me, ki ma'am, you please tell his class teacher. I went to his class teacher. I told her, ma'am, your student, this and this, please tell his parents. So she told me, ma'am, I'm so very fed up. I have told his parents many a times, but this child is not improving. What can I do? I said, okay, let me handle. I took this child with me on Monday, and I asked him to bring his copy. I saw his few strokes which were not up to the mark, and I understood his restlessness, the reason of his restlessness. And I immediately gave him about 4 letters to write regularly. And this boy went. I went on Tuesday to his class, and to my surprise, you will be surprised that everybody told me, ma'am, he is behaving very nicely. His discipline, his listening to his teacher. See, only in one day. Just I told him, keep on practicing. And along with that, yes, I gave him some brain gym exercises. The part of our brain, actually our right side of our brain is actually, we are not using it. We are just using our left part of our brain. And as a result, the right, if is there is a disbalance in our brain, 2 brains, of course, there is a problem. Like, for example, if you think you can walk with one leg, how much distance you can move, how much distance you can cover? You cannot cover more distance. But when you walk with 2 legs, you can walk and walk and walk. You can keep on tracking whatever you feel like, wherever you want to go. Similarly, we are working with our left brain. That's the reason there is so much restlessness, disbalance in our students. They are very young. I just gave him few exercises, and that boy has changed. So you are understanding how graphotherapy can help. It can make, it can help us to find depressions and psychosomatic diseases. Isn't it so beautiful? Anything which is connected with our subconscious mind, we can change it, we can reverse it. So why not? Why to take medicines when the health is in our hand? By simple changing few letters, you can change your life, your destiny, and your everything, your present, your future. If your present is good, your future definitely is good. So it's very, very important to bring a sync between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Because the conflict between the conscious and subconscious mind, actually we cannot recognize. And because of this conflict between the conscious and the subconscious mind, it has actually resulting in low self-esteem, loss of focus, inconsistent energy. If your writing is not consistent, so how your energy will be consistent? Nervousness, impatience, inability to stay calm under pressure, feeling helplessness, feeling stuck. So these are the outcome of the disbalance between your conflict between your conscious and subconscious mind. So how we can correct it, How can we avoid all these things? The answer is graphotherapy. Keep on practicing the letters, important letters under the under the uh, surveillance of a graphotherapist. And in this way, you can do the magical things in your life and you can become happy. So this is all about my presentation, and I want to extend my gratitude to IIU, which is doing a wonderful job, International Internship University, to Piyush Pandit sir, who is actually doing so much for the people, for the society. And thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for inviting me today to make people aware about this beautiful science of graphotherapy and graphology. Because there is no, it's not that you cannot take medicines. Of course, you can take medicines, but first change yourself with the help of the graphology and graphotherapy and bring a sync between your subconscious and conscious mind. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.